This week on Wildcat News, a student talks about some of her exotic pets.
We find out what makes a good teacher.
And we travel to Smithfield for the Ham and Yam Festival.
All these stories and more because Wildcat News starts now.
Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Gerard Spann.
And I'm Jamie Snover with this week's episode of Wildcat News.
We talk with one student that tells us about her unique pets. Katherine Serrell explains more.
Think you have an interesting hobby? Adele Durden speaks about her unique pastime.
Pure white ones can go for 600 to 700.
Thanks, Katherine.
It's National Teacher Appreciation Week, and Erik Beene asked students what makes a good teacher.
It's often easy to pick out a bad teacher, but how do you find the great ones? In honor of National Teacher Appreciation Week, we asked several students to describe the characteristics they believe make a good teacher.
A good teacher is someone who honestly cares about their students. They want what's best for their students. They try their hardest. They have a relatable personality that you can get along with as a teacher, but also somewhat as a friend.
I think there's a lot of things it takes to make a good teacher. My sister and my mom are both teachers, so I've kind of seen what it's like. But I think the biggest things are probably they have to be a good communicator to really teach the students and help them to understand. I also think they need to understand the students like from their perspective too, not just be a strict teacher.
I think that a teacher who really puts time into their job and helps their students whenever they need it makes them a good teacher.
Honeycutt and Britt explain how a teacher's personality affects their teaching abilities.
I think personality does make a big difference, but some personalities are just better for teaching than others.
Their personality can have a little bit to do with it, but I think just helping the kids really means the most.
Dean and Honeycutt offered their final thoughts.
I think that the best kind of teacher is a teacher that knows how to do a little bit of everything. That way every kid in the classroom who learns, whether it be from hearing things or a visual learner or things like that, being able to do multiple things so all the kids can understand and get the most out of the lesson.
A good teacher will push you and teach you new material so you can learn, but they're not going to make you do busy work or stuff like that. That's just a waste of time.
I'm Erik Beene, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Erik.
Hey, Jamie, what do you think makes a good teacher?
Definitely letting us have fun in class.
Well, let's take a look at how the American History 2 class has fun with Decades Day. Brody Hall tells us more.
Last week, some history students enjoyed presenting their Decades project. Taylor Wilcox and Josh Harker explained the project and its benefits.
The Decades project was an overview of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s where each group got a decade and had to kind of do an overview of what went on during that time.
The class that we're doing this for is American History 2. For this project, we had to do a 75-point timeline, the foreign, domestic, and political relations of the time, and the word wall, which has prominent people in historical locations and slang words from that time. And we had to do a song and a dance from that decade. The songs and the dances from that decade, they're the popular ones, like the top 10 hits and stuff. it was interesting to see how people dressed up to represent their decade.
My favorite part of the project was probably the songs and the dance, because as a teenager you like listening to music, and seeing how that changed over time was kind of fun to see. The project really helped you understand the change that society went through from each decade, because you got to understand like fashion trends and music and just how kind of the nation as a whole advanced. It was a really fun project, but we got something out of it because we learned about the social, political, and economic aspects.
My advice for people doing this project in the future would be just to have fun with the project.
I'm Brody Hall, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Brody.
Did you dress up in your college apparel last Friday?
Yeah, I wore my ECU shirt. Why do we have to dress up?
Well, May 1st is National College Signing Day, and seniors all over West supported their future school. Karen Taylor and Justin Denning share their excitement about college.
National College Signing Day is the day by which everyone has to send in an acceptance to the college they plan to attend.
I participated with all the seniors today because I felt like it was a cool way to show everybody that you got accepted to this college and that's where you plan on carrying your life to.
I wore my sweatshirt today because it's a good way to show support for the college that you want to go to and just kind of some school patriotism.
I think Wes asked the senior class to do this because it shows the diversity in all the seniors and the places we choose to go to school at.
My feelings about going to college, it's a really big step in a person's life, and I know for me it's going to be really weird leaving the high school that I've gotten used to for 4 years now to go to this big university that I've only ever been to once before. So kind of nervous but really excited.
I'm really excited about going to college, but the thing I'm going to miss most is my friends and all the teachers here at West, and it's going to be hard to move on and make new friends, but I'm really excited about it.
I'm Jamie Snover, Wildcat News.
I can't wait for college, but I'm mainly excited about all the food.
Well, there was plenty of food at the Ham and Yam Festival in Smithfield this past Saturday. Gerardo Roman tells us more.
Marissa Green and Sarah Harrison talk about the annual Ham and Yam Festival held in Smithfield.
So the Ham and Yam basically is just the community coming together and supporting local businesses and local schools and just raising awareness about certain things. I decided to participate in the Ham and Yam Festival because JoCo Teen drivers at the school, they came together with the whole JoCo Teen drivers, and we, instead of having our summit this year, we just had it here, and so we can reach a wider range of people and be able to get more awareness about our club. This is the 31st year the Ham and Yam Festival has happened. I would recommend family and friends coming to the Ham and Yam Festival. It's a great way to just see different things that are going on around you. I just like being able to see everything that's around and then all the different people that do come out.
The Ham and Yam Festival is basically all about supporting local businesses and school clubs. I'm in JoCo Teen Drivers, and I really wanted to go out and spread the word of safe teen driving. I think my favorite part about it is seeing all the family here together and supporting all the local businesses.
I'm Gerardo Roman, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Gerardo.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story ideas, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com.
If you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go to wildcatscratchpost.com/wildcatnews or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Jamie Snover.
And I'm Jarrett Spann. Thanks for watching and have a great week.